Alright guys, welcome to today's video. If you are new here to the channel, consider subscribing to keep up to date with the latest PlayStation gaming industry news, rumours and leaks. So it's finally happened. PlayStation has a new CEO. Well, actually they have two. PlayStation has a new leadership team following the departure of Jim Ryan, which we all knew he was going to leave after giving around 6 months notice that he will be stepping down as the CEO of PlayStation. Now, former PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst will take over the reins as joint CEO alongside Hideo Nishino, who I don't think many people know who he is or have heard of him before. He's the former senior vice president of PlayStation experience at PlayStation. He's been actually with PlayStation for over 25 years. Hulst will be in charge of PlayStation's first party studios, and under his new title as leader of Studios Business Group, he will take care of the gaming and software side of the business. So Hulst looks after and drives the studios, the games and the software, and Nishino looks after the platform and drives hardware. Both Hulst and Nishino will report directly to the Godfather, who is now Hiroki Totoki, the new Sony Interactive Entertainment chairman. Herman Hulst goes on to say, "I'm thrilled to lead the studio business group and continue to build on our success with PlayStation 5 while preparing for the future. The video game industry is one of the largest entertainment industries in the world and has been built on the marriage of content and technology, and I look forward to continuing to push the boundaries of play and entertainment." While Nishino, the joint co-CEO, goes on to say, "We will continue to connect players and creators through world-class products, services and technology. We always strive to grow our community even bigger with innovation in every Sony area within the business. I'm honored to be appointed such an important role alongside Herman Hulst. By working more closely together, we will be positioned to build incredible experiences for an ever-expanding audience now and in the future." Having two leaders in this way is not something PlayStation has ever done before, though the split between hardware and software shows just how much of each of those divisions has grown and requires greater attention that one person just cannot give on their own. In fact, it just goes to show how important Jim Ryan's role was as CEO and the difficulties he had managing and leading Sony PlayStation. One CEO at the moment in this new structure will look after the gaming and software side of things, while the other CEO looks after the platform and hardware, with both CEOs reporting to the chairman, Hiroki Totoki. I'm so glad that Herman Hulst is the individual responsible for the gaming side of things at PlayStation. Let's not forget, whilst Hulst was one of the co-founders at Guerrilla Games and was appointed to the position of managing director in 2001 during the studio's period as the Lost Boys games. But whilst he was there at Guerrilla Games under Hulst's leadership, the studio went on to develop games like Shell Shock Nam 67, the Killzone franchise and the first Horizon game whilst he was still there in charge of the studio. He's clearly got an eye for game and software development. He understands what the fans want, and Hulst has excellent pedigree as someone who understands what the gamers want, what goes into the games, and how to deliver that for the core gaming audience. Whilst Nishino has over 25 years experience working at PlayStation, he's made his way through the company up to CEO of the hardware side of the business. In principle, this seems to be a good structure, but only time will tell, right? You've got one person looking after the games and software, the other person looks after the hardware and services, I would imagine, whilst they both report to Hiroki, who will, I suppose, use his experience and guide and manage the whole process. And between the three of them, they will hopefully lead Sony PlayStation to better things going forward. Now, Sony has replaced outgoing CEO Jim Ryan with new leadership and a new structure, which is great. The team will be tasked now with leading PlayStation into a new era as the PS5 enters the second half of its life cycle, and the company explores new initiatives like PC, mobile and TV. For interim CEO Hiroki Totoki, who will continue to serve as Sony Entertainment chairman, the future is looking bright. Hiroki Totoki actually goes on to say in an email to his staff at PlayStation, "Since I became chairman in October 2023, I've been inspired by your enthusiasm, innovative approaches and teamwork. These values will serve us well as we embark on the exciting future at SIE." Totoki teased that Sony will reveal its long-term vision later this month. Remember that, later this month. and that PlayStation will play a pivotal role in that. He also says, as I mentioned previously, the end of 2024 marks the start of the mid-range plan period for Sony Group, in which we will set the course for sustainable growth. All this indicates to a new showcase for PlayStation where they can show us what PlayStation has in line for the next 2 to 3 years and beyond. Exciting times ahead as we anticipate a PlayStation showcase anytime soon. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments about today's topic and the leadership structure at Sony PlayStation. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.